the Ukrainian military capabilities are still limited at several levels. And for sure, Russia has all the military cards to win against the Ukrainian armed forces.
So the defense sector reforms obviously have come some way, but when it actually comes to the type of weapons, missiles, equipment that they have on the ground, where does Ukraine stand in comparison?
Today's Ukrainian forces are more modern than compared to 2014. In 2014, Ukrainian forces were still mainly Soviet, I would say. Today, they're able to wage modern warfare in a better way. However, there are still several constraints to that. And first of all, in terms of the modernity of the equipment, even though Ukrainian forces have been trained to wage modern warfare, modern operations, and they actually took part in modern operations together with NATO, still the equipment they have is still relatively outdated. There have been some improvements in the command and control equipment of Ukraine, which allows for more secure communications, which is quite essential. However, even there, if faced with the power of Russia's electronic warfare capabilities, most probably that will not be enough. Also, Ukraine has limited air defense capabilities and anti-missile capabilities, and which is a big problem vis-a-vis Russia, whose military operations are actually focused on rapidly seizing air control, air superiority. Also, they're focused on heavy use of artillery, and they're focused by using these two different techniques on shelling heavily infrastructures. And then, of course, there's the problem of sheer numbers. Ukraine has a relatively high number of troops, in between 150,000 and 200,000 troops. However, basically those are the numbers of just Russian ground forces. Ukraine can for sure call up reservists, and there are, as I mentioned before, volunteer territorial defense units, but still those are not highly professional soldiers.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.